Hey guys, Amish Shah here, and you are here because you found us on the internet or received an email from someone you trust or you follow. And the real reason you're here is because you're interested in the future, and the future is mobile apps. Today's webinar will be all about mobile apps and why it's the future. You see, there's three categories of app building. One, building an app for a business or an organization such as small business owners or schools or associations, just basically going out and building apps for these types of organizations. Then there's the second segment, which is building an app for a client, and that's a really big growing segment. Those are the consultants, the designers, and the coders. So it's like me going out and building an app for a big client or a client that's out there. And then there's the segment 3, which is the app entrepreneurs. And those are basically people looking to make something of value and aim to launch in the App Store. A profit motive is common but not necessary, and development is almost exclusively done alone or with a very small team. First, let's start with a look at where we are, now versus the future. See, right now is the internet, and the future is mobile apps, right? So here's the truth for you. Right now the internet is crowded, and if you've been trying to carve out your place online, then you know what we're talking about, right? It's becoming difficult. It's just getting harder. The state of the internet right now is interesting. I want you to think about these questions as I go through them. How many blogs are out there? Hundreds of thousands? A couple million? Well, there are over 173 million blogs out there. How many Facebook and Twitter accounts are there? Thousands? Millions? Well, there are 42 million Facebook pages and 140 million Twitter accounts out there. Think about that for a second. 42 million Facebook pages and 140 million Twitter accounts. And how many emails are there every single day? How many get sent every single day? Hundreds of thousands? Millions? There are 1.9 billion emails that are being sent every single day. And that is the state of the internet right now. You see, everyone has been using the same tools for years now. Email, Facebook and Twitter, blogs, press releases, affiliate marketing, and so many more, right? We all know these different tactics that are out there. And looking at this, it's easy to see that if you're thinking about going online or already marketing on the internet, you're a very small fish in a very large and very crowded pond. You see, Wayne Gretzky, one of the world's best hockey players that ever existed, he said this, and it's so true. He said, a good hockey player plays where the puck is. A great hockey player plays where the puck is going to be. And so if you're putting all your energy into the internet, you will be left behind because it's yesterday's system. See, it's where the puck used to be, not where it's going. If you truly want to get ahead and have the desire to be out in front of everyone else, you have to get involved in mobile, specifically mobile apps. And only when you get into the mobile world will you find yourself ahead of the puck. Let's look at this again. On the left side we have Facebook, Twitter, and email. And on the right side we have the Apple App Store, which has 600,000 apps in a market where there are already over 800 million smartphones. Let's look at this again. What market do you want to play in? On the left, where it's millions and billions, or on the right in the Apple Store, where there's 600,000 apps and 800 million smartphones, right? Look, everything is shifting towards mobile, and the future is literally in the palm of your hands. Because now, more than ever, everything is going mobile. Right now, the number of smartphones actually exceed the number of PCs sold each year. That's right now. This already happened. The number of smartphones sold exceeds the number of PCs sold every single year. Think about that for a second. Over the next few years, the number of mobile devices will actually dwarf the number of PCs. Look at where we are on this chart. Right around 2013, we are here. We are here right now, and look what's coming towards us in 2016. It's literally going to triple. It's like a tidal wave coming towards us. Literally a tidal wave, and we're right in the beginning. We are literally right in the beginning. And check this out. 80% of the world's population has a mobile device. 80%. 5%. And 1.8 billion of them are smartphones, and 1.5 million new smartphones get activated every single day. Luckily for us, it's still just the beginning, because there's still over 5 times more dumb phones than smartphones. And dumb phones are basically like those flip phones, and smartphones are the ones, the iPhones and the Androids that are out there. Check this out. 1 in 4 households in the United States have cut their landline, making the mobile device their only means for communication. Think about that. 1 out of 4 households. And underneath that, we see that 50 million people worldwide own a mobile device but don't even have electricity at home. That's 50 million people worldwide. They own a mobile device but they don't even have electricity in their house. That's the startling fact right there. Then we have the next one. More kids between 2 to 5 years old can work smartphones than actually their own shoes. And teenagers between the ages of 13 to 17 years old send and receive 3,705 text messages on a monthly basis. That's 123 texts a day. Did you also know that 51% of moms say they're addicted to their smartphones? That's 51% of moms say they're addicted. They're addicted to their smartphones. And on average, moms spend 37% of their daily media time with their smartphones, which is double that spent on TV and more than any other media out there, including radio, magazines, and newspapers. Did you know that Apple stock topped $600 in March of 2012 upon generating $128 billion in sales in 2011? Apple is now the most valuable company on earth at $621 billion, making it more valuable than Coca-Cola, Verizon, Walmart, or ExxonMobil. Apple could buy every single NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL team and still have $31 billion left in the bank. Wake up. Wake up. The future is right in front of us. We are in the midst of a mobile revolution. So what is going to power all of these smartphones? Well, it's going to be apps. You see, Angry Birds alone has over 600 million downloads, beating Nintendo DS, including all of their games. That's Nintendo DS and every single game that they own, that they have. Angry Birds, one game, beat the whole entire thing. Apps are now a $10 billion a year market, growing at a rate of 100% per year. And apps now actually consume more of our time than the web. So think about that for a second. You spend more time inside of an app or inside apps than you actually do on the internet or on the web. Isn't that a little crazy? That apps take up more of our time? And that just happened. You see, this is the new wave. This is the new world of technology. See, we have Ali G here, and the reason why is because OMG Pop was that game, Draw Something, right? The whole company got sold for $180 million. Then we had Instagram that got sold for $1 billion. Then Zynga, they generate every single year $1.1 billion a year. Zynga, a game company. And Rovio, the company, is worth over $2.25 billion. That's just mind-numbing. Those are like startling facts. It's just crazy. Then we have Foursquare. Foursquare was founded in March of 2009. It took them about 13 months to get to their first million downloads, and they were offered a $100 million buyout. And then there's Path. They were founded late 2010 and relaunched late 2011. It took them 1 year to get to the first million, 2 weeks to reach an additional million post-relaunch. And they were offered a $100 million buyout. And then there's Instagram. We all know about Instagram, right? They were founded in March of 2010, and their traffic was 1 million downloads in 2.5 months. They got 10 million downloads in 14 months, and now more than over 80 million downloads. They were acquired by Facebook for $1 billion. That's $1 billion with a B. Facebook bought Instagram because of how many downloads they were getting. Then we have OMG Pop, Draw Something. Draw Something, the mobile app, was launched in January of 2012. They exploded to 50 million users in 50 days. They were acquired by Zynga for $180 million. Look, It took AOL 9 years to hit the million user mark. It took Facebook 9 months. It took Draw Something 9 days. Check out this stat. Check out this little clip that we took. It took them 9 days to hit 1 million people. You may be thinking that making apps is hard. You may think that it costs a lot of money. You think it's a flooded market and requires programming. Well, you're wrong. Actually, making an app is easy. And if you have a computer and a smartphone or a tablet, you can make an app right now. And so if mobile apps are the way to the future, then where do we even start? Well, it starts by you creating small apps that fill a big demand. Apps that you can make yourself with no programming experience, no app experience, no mobile marketing experience, no money out of pocket. And so now we're going to unlock the app code.